Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Generation set that has just come out on PTCGO a few days ago, and I know I have not been uploading much, and the reason for that is because I've been playing a lot of GTA 5 and not a lot of PTCGO. However, I will say this, I do have some decks prepared. I just have to, I guess, do the commentary over the games and then edit them together, and I will be able to upload them. So expect to see some videos this weekend, and probably, yeah, definitely Friday. So yeah, anyways, let's get into the set review. Now, Generations is basically the Call of Legends slash Legendary Treasure set for the XY series, and we're going to look at all the cards in the set and review them. First, we got this Altaria. It's interesting. The artwork's kind of cool with the Dedenne and the Sylveon. It's attack fairy friend, for DC, just 30 plus 30. If you have fairy on your bench, just 60. It's not really that good, though, just because, well, it's a normal type and nothing really matters. I know it's a stage 1, but it's only doing 60. Nothing too impressive. Then we have a full art Articuno, but this is the one from, I guess you could say the bad one. It's obviously the one from Orange Sky's theme deck. It's okay. It's not really that good of a card, but it is a nice full art, so I can give it that. We got a new Blastoise EX. Not the one from XY, it's a brand new version. It's got Hyper Whirlpool, does 60 damage for 3 energies. Not really good attack. Same with Hydro Press. It's a very underwhelming attack. Just a very underwhelming card. I gotta say, though, I really do like the artwork on this. How it's like kind of like sticking out of the cards. Pretty cool artwork, but not really that good. And then we have a reprint of the Butterfree from Flashfire with the Metapod Caterpie thing that, you could play it down straight from your hand when you evolve. Yeah, it saw play with Miltank. It didn't really see play, but it was a rogue deck. It's not really that good anymore, but, it's still an interesting rogue deck. Maybe if you're new to the game, it could be something you could look into. Then we got a new Charizard here. Really nice artwork. Really cool. It's something we've never seen before. Never really seen a trainer with a Pokemon and a Pokemon artwork. Recall, you could use with one of your previous evolution attack. Obviously, you could use this with the, I think it's from Boundaries Cross. Yeah, you could use it with the Boundaries Cross Charmeleon instead of using Celebi. So that could work. Combustion Blast, not a good attack. Not really a great card. Obviously, Charmeleon just doesn't really do much. So I wouldn't really call this thing playable, but it has a really cool artwork. And maybe you could make it work with the Boundaries Crossed one. Then we have a new Charizard EX. And yeah, this one is also not very good. Flame Cloak, 2 energies, is 30 touch fire for discard frost Pokemon. Not really that great of an attack. And Burning Breath, you could do it at 160, but River Line of Coin Flips is not good enough, and it's not doing enough damage compared to the Combustion Blast Charizard, the clear, the better one. I think even the Stoke one is better than this one, because at least the Stoke one, you can power it up in one turn with Stoke. But like I said, I do really like the artwork a lot. The artwork is really nice on this card. Obviously, we got Chameleon, Chikorita. I don't even know why I'm going over that. I should be going over the stuff. We got the reprint of Clefable. I think that's from Breakpoint. No, 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 not Breakpoint. I think it's from Breakthrough, Fury's Fist. I don't know, but the point is we got a remake. We got a lot of remakes, by the way, obviously. Remake of this Cloyster from XY. We got a Dedenne, which, yeah, not playable, but the artwork is nice. We got a Diancie remake from Phantom Forces. The artwork is really cool, but unfortunately, it's not that good. We got the Diglett. We have the Dodrio reprint from Breakthrough, which is good, I guess, but Dodrio, when there's already Zoroark and Floatstone on the format, Dodrio kind of sits at the little kids table. But it's still not a bad card by any means. We got Doduo reprint, really nice Doduo artwork there. We got Dugtrio reprint from XY. Now this is actually kind of good. Earthquake is a pretty decent attack when you compare it with Muscle Band, Strong Energies, and stuff like that. And the Evolutions. I've been meaning to make a deck on this card for a while. I just don't know why I haven't gone to it. I'm not going to do it in the future because I need to cover Breakpoint decks. But yeah, we got Esper reprint. I don't even know if that's a reprint. No, whoops, I accidentally clicked on the drill. Then we have the first EX of the set, or actually not the first EX. We have a new EX, Flareon EX. That's a sick artwork. It's got like Vaporeon Jolteon. That's just such a cool artwork. They kind of look like they're staring into your souls though. This is actually a pretty good card. I actually think this could be a playable option. Flashfire, kind of ironic, because there's a set called Flashfire. Once you're in turn before you attack, you may move fire energy from your Pokemon's Pokemon. This could be good with Camerupt from Double Crisis. And then Blaze Ball does 50 plus 20 more damage to fire on this Pokemon. Exact same attack as Delphox. But the nice thing is you could use it with Blacksmith. So I really do think Flareon EX is a good option for a deck. Plus, just it's such a cool artwork. It's got flowers everywhere and stuff. And, it's a pretty good card, honestly. I think this could see play. Then we got a Fletchling. And then we got the Floette. We got a Frostlass, which is a pretty interesting card. Dragolon. This Pokemon's knocked out. If your active Pokemon is knocked out by either your opponent's attack, flip a coin if heads that Pokemon is knocked out. So basically like Gengar and Chandelure. I don't know if it's that great. Snowy Drop is not really that good of an attack, but the ability is cool. I think you could maybe run this in like, Donphan or maybe um, Mineshaw, Gengar. Just hit the switch decks. I do think that this could be a good ability. Then we got Gardevoir reprint from Primal Clash. Very cool artwork. I already got the full art, so who cares? I got the Ghastly reprint from Breakthrough. Gengar reprint. You already know what this card does. I've already made a video on that. You got Geodude. You got Golbat reprint. I didn't think you didn't get any Crobat reprint, though, which is really strange. But Golbat, like I said, it's a pretty good card with the Zubat and Golbat. And then we have Golem. Yeah, Golem. I almost said that wrong. Golem from Flashfire. Not a good card. And then we have one of the worst EXs I've ever seen in my life. Golem EX. This card is horrible. 3 energies for 80. It takes 3 turns to power up. Megaton Fall 180 for 4. 6 to itself. Yeah, this is just not a good card by any means. The artwork is okay, I guess. I don't know. Got Graveler. Then we got Gulpin. Which, that artwork is really funny. I like how they're taking advantage of I just love how funny that is. How, like, the kids, like, I guess, like, mocking him. I don't even know, but it's just a funny artwork. Then you got a Gyarados reprint from Ancient Origins. I actually want to make a deck on this in the future with Palkia EX, so keep an eye out for that. We got a Haunter reprint, and we got Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee reprints. Then we have a Jirachi. Now, this card is actually kind of interesting. Not only does it have a cool artwork, Wish could be a pretty decent attack for Psychic Energy. Search your deck for a card and put it in your hand. This is good in Standard because there's not really much stuff that shuffle your hand into your deck, like Ended back in Expanded. Really, only card that does that is Judge and Red Card, but not a lot of people really run those. And Judge, most people just play one of, so you don't have to worry about it. So I can see Jirachi being a potential good card, but obviously runs the Psychic. But it's interesting. Now we have one of the probably the best EX in the set, Jolteon EX, for 3 energies, does Flash Ray, 70 damage. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to Pokemon by basic Pokemon. Basically, intimidate main in the form of an attack. This is a very good card in my opinion. 160 HP is, okay, I guess, a little bad, but this is a pretty strong card when you compare the Rough Seas, the Free Retreat, the attack. This card, I think, is probably the best EX in the whole set. Probably the best card in the whole set. So yeah, Jolteon EX, very, very good card. I'd be looking out for those. We got Jinx reprint, and we got a Leafeon EX. Leaf Blade, not that good. Nature's Breath, there's Stadium Play, just 30, heal 30 from it. I mean, it's cool, but like I said, you'd have to play with Verzian EX and Expanded or Sceptilans. I don't know. It's interesting. Not really that good, but interesting. We'll leave it at that. Then we have Mega Blastoise, new one. 4 energies is 180. Flip a coin if Tails got 2 waters on it. Maybe you could compare this with Archie's Ace in the Hole and Archie's Blastoise. I could see maybe throwing one of these in your deck if you ever get the chance. You can Archie's this in play. It's an interesting card. I'm not gonna lie. We have Mega Charizard. Awesome artwork, by the way. Heat Typhoon. If only we got Spirit Links for this Pokemon. This card would probably be very, very playable with Blacksmith. I still think it's an okay card. Maybe it will work. I don't know. It just sucks, Spirit Links. New Venusaur EX, Mega Venusaur, sorry. Bloom Buster, not really that great of an attack. Like I said, if we had Spirit Links for the Charizard, that'd be great because this card would be very, very powerful. Next, we have Machamp. Fighting Fury, obviously, reprint for Fierce Fist. Always a nice deck to run with fighting decks, maybe when doing your daily challenge. We got a Magikarp reprint from Ancient Origins. We got a Magmar, really nice artwork with it kind of doing the punching thing. Then we have a Meowstic reprint from Flashfire. Yeah, so this is obviously Dusknoir's ability and attack. This card is pretty good with those spreading decks in Standard. And then we have our Meowstic EX. Shadow Ear, once you're in turn, it's Pokemon's EX Pokemon. You move to unchanged counter from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. It's only 1 damage, has to be your active, and you can't do it as often, so it's not really that good of a card. Who knows, though. Then we got Meowth reprint, we got Metapod, Mr. Mime reprint. Then we have Ninetales EX. I mean, it's not bad. 4 for 130 is underwhelming, But obviously with Blacksmith it could work. Not to mention Flare Bonus is actually a pretty okay attack. Ninetales EX is pretty average. Who knows? Maybe you can make it work. We got Paris. We got Paris Sact reprint. Blah blah blah. We got Pikachu reprint, that's a really nice artwork, by the way. I really do like the artwork on that. And then we have a full art Pikachu. This is like one of the most hyped cards in the set. Obviously, you got all these cute Pikachu. This is just a really cool artwork. Plus, Raichu is a pretty decent card, so there you go. We got Pinsir reprint. There. Oh, speaking of Raichu, we got XY Raichu reprint, which is awesome because XY Raichu is a very good card, and you got 2 reprints of it. You got another artwork for it, and then you have another reprint. So there you go. And then you got Ninetales, or Rapidash, sorry, reprint. Shelter, Shroomis. You got the Slowpoke. This is one of my most This is not my most favorite. I don't even know what that meant. This is one of my favorite artworks in Pokemon, just because of how funny Slowpoke looks. Like, just look at how funny it is. This is one of the most, it's probably the best artwork I've ever seen in Pokemon. Just look at how boring it is. There's no detail in it. It's just a sky background. Slowpoke standing in the middle of a green field with no detail to it. Like, this is just easily one of the best artworks in Pokemon history. And I'm not being sarcastic. No, I'm actually not being sarcastic. Then we have a Slurpuff, not really that good. Snorlax, not good. Most reprints aren't really that good. Snorunt, cool artworks. Swablu, then we got Swirlix. That is a funny artwork, how it's in the candy. That's actually a really cool holo. I'm not gonna lie, this candy looks realistic. Then we have Sylveon EX. So, I don't know how good this card is. Jessup, Pokemon's a tool, does 60. Precious Ribbon does 100. Move Fairy Energy from Pokemon. Best Pokemon if you heal from that Pokemon. But then again, when will that Pokemon have damage? So maybe you could run one of these like a fairy deck. And you got the full art Sylveon, really cool artwork. I like the blue how it sticks. So then there's obviously the Tauros. It's a reprint, but it's not the old reprint. They just took that artwork and put it onto this one. Yeah, it's not a card. I know Tyler Plays made a video on this a while ago. And we have a new Venusaur, Froghop, very funny attack name, but like I said, it's not a good card. This is what am I looking at? I know this might be a female Wobbuffet, but I'm pretty sure Wobbuffet doesn't even have a gender. But yeah, this Wobbuffet obviously is a very good card. We've seen it played this weekend with the Selgor deck, and it's also played with one of my most hated decks, Anti-Shiftry, and it's Wobbuffet Bats is another nice rogue deck to play. But that artwork, though, what am I looking at? Then the big boy, one of the biggest cards in the set is the reprint of the Oblivion Wing Yveltal, which is amazing since 1, the artwork is amazing, and 2, this is a playable card, so there you go. And then there's a Fuller Zapdos reprint, not really that played. Moving on to the trainers, most of them are just reprints. There is this Clement card, which does search your deck for lightning energy, reveal an opponent, put it in your hand. This could be played in Magnezone. Crushing Hammer reprint, why do they keep reprinting Crushing Hammer and Enhanced Hammer? They're so annoying. Energy Switch, there's already a secret rare Energy Switch, so I don't really think anyone will care for that. Evo Soda reprint's nice. Evo Soda's an okay card. Floral Crowns. I'm stuttering. At the end of your opponent's next turn, heal 20 damage from the base Pokemon's card attached to. This could be okay with maybe like Rough Seas combo and like Jinx, so that's a pretty cool card. The funniest card in the set is Imukani, which is my dad. No, I'm only kidding. Imukani's daddy. Your active Pokemon's now confused. This card, obviously, I don't really think I'll see play. But, yeah, it's just really cool that they actually put this in the game. And then we have Maintenance. We got Max for 5. We have Olympia. Switch. Your active Pokemon is one of your bench Pokemon. If you do heal 30 damage from that Pokemon, you move to your bench. Not a bad card, but you have Switch, Floatstone, Zoroark in the format. Even with that 30 damage heal, I don't think it's good. And then you have Pokeball Center, Lady Fan Club, Red Card reprints, and Revitalizer, which is pretty good for grass decks. It's an item card, put 2 grass Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. That's pretty good for grass decks. And then there's a Shadow reprint, which is nice to see, and Flareon reprint, whatever. And then we got the foil Wally. Obviously, we got full art Wally, but it's nice to see them reprinted. Moving on to the controversy of the set, if you want to call it that. DC, big controversy. No, I'm only kidding. The controversy are the new energies. Now, obviously, with Call of Legends, we had the foil energies with the Pokemon in the background from Heart Gold Soul Silver, which was good. But now we have these. Now, some people complain about this artwork being lazy. It's just like a bunch of lines on the basic energies. However, these are foil energies like the Call of Legends ones, which is really good. And I would recommend stocking up on these things, so these things might actually have some good value in them. So yeah, these are just really good energies. I honestly I like the lines on them. I think it kind of makes them stick out better. I think they're pretty cool. Plus, it's nice to have another foil fairy energy. So honestly, these foil energies are really good in my opinion. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for these. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit like button. And that is my Generation set review. In all honesty, I don't think this set is that good. It does have some worthwhile stuff in it, like these energies, which could make the set another Call of Legends, but this set doesn't have SLs like Call of Legends. So really, it's down to you what you think of the set. I think it's mediocre or average. I think it's an average set. I think it's Furious Fist average. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.